Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with another episode of our Justin Fields franchise. We're up against the Rams, week 1 of year 2. We got to deal with Aaron Donald this week. But we'll see what we can do here.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Deal with Matthew Stafford and the Rams.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
Okay, we gotta set the tone, baby.
The opener of a new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for
I was going to start with an RPO, but
Theme on the
jeez.
front page of the sports section where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see.
Mooney's going to get the first catch of the season.
Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
13 yards on the game's opening play. Ball up to the
Kind of think it's a little great that we brought back
first and 10.
Alshon Jeffrey. Maybe he can make some big plays here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that's batted down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll
be Fuller.
3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run for the first time with Tariq
There's a
Cohen.
first down with Cohen.
He's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to.
We kind of took a shot there. Probably wasn't needed, but we did.
Connect on 2nd down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration
Missed it.
there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense.
All right, going up against. Wow, can't talk. Going up against Matt Stafford
Opportunity with a football.
after being traded over to the Lions. They're from the Lions.
Way back in 2009, it's Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him.
All right,
just
Sanborn.
Really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much, his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I love watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Right side complete. That's one.
Eddie Jackson and Herndon.
Gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford.
Good tight coverage out there by Trufant, but
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Darren, that was Roquan Smith, not Darren Lee. Jeez, Roquan.
49-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
At the Bears' 49-yard line.
On second and 9, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Roquan is banged up. Ooh, that is not good.
That's a tone setter. From the 34 now.
So that means Trevathan's going to check in.
Here's Stafford.
What a throw by Stafford.
And all the way to the
The Cooper Cup.
before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 then.
Bruised ribs, that means Roquan is done for the day, and we're going to have to reorganize our depth chart.
And that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
They'll look to run with
There
Akers.
is Eddie Jackson.
Breakaway this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, it'll be Akers, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Justin Warwasser for the extra point.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the
Not a great
sideline
one, but
Coach
hey,
Johnson,
it happens.
he's turned into his bench, and he's
Not a
telling
great
his team,
drive.
This is how we prepare. Force the punt, go down.
Roquan being out is not great.
It's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
10-10 at their own 28-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
All right.
And he can pick up a
So
lot
we can get
of
Williams
yardage
some
after the
yards
catch.
here.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Nowhere to go.
Got him. They bring him down.
The quarterback sack.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked
Nowhere to
like
go with that
vintage
football.
School coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor
I forced that.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes.
It's not there. You have to do something because that's an over and under route at the same time. There's nowhere you can put that.
The offense scored to go up 7-zip. You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the 50, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to
There's Lee.
And he'll lose yardage
in space.
back at the 47.
Complete to Cam Akers. A 3-yard loss.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Bears nothing. Johnny Hecker.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on fourth down. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's out right at the 25.
That's on us.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery.
Montgomery breaking his big run. Look at the monster go.
He finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
David Montgomery.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 65 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
They're bringing a safety up in the box. We'll be fine.
In their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's not going to get there.
Not if Aaron Donald can do that. Jeez.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board. Set
to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team.
Oh, that was almost picked off.
People away. They want to run their offense.
Good play there.
An incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins.
Come on, guys.
Be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Got an open man.
Can't do anything with that. That's just a good play against that formation.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On first down, Akers.
Khalil.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 28.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he will be
Thought that was a face mask.
at the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play. And it'll be
Lee playing the middle is helping a lot, actually.
Mark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down and goal. Stafford. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson.
And there is the rookie Sanborn.
Defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Good penetration in the backfield by Hicks, though. I think Tonga.
With just 3 points.
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now he's going to use his legs.
Floyd trying to catch up to me. Get out of here, son.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Come on, you have to hit that. It's wide open right there.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Stafford is just picking us apart right now.
Catch and run. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
On first down, it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for.
Come on, Jalen.
And it's second down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
To throw again. Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get it down on the play to the 30.
Do not let them get that first down.
The Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Again, it's Stafford. This one brought in.
Come on, Herndon.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Nope.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he can't hang on.
Good thing Gibson was there. Jeez, he almost had that.
Incomplete in the end zone.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Well,
so we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to
the game isn't out of reach for sure. It's only a 7-point game.
halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And
It looks worse than it actually is.
We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win
Rodgers.
this one on the road. This one not close in the end. 38-15 the final. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Carolina to check on the Panthers. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Sam Darnold has a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners.
Wow,
as they
Hurts,
defeated the
3
visiting
interceptions.
Philadelphia Eagles. A 3-touchdown differential in the end. 30.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. LA set to take over again.
Lawrence beating Washington.
Fortunate to get points
Or beating the Jets, I mean.
Field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
Come on, guys.
You can't do that. That's a long
Darren Lee is just not fast enough to move all the way across the
They've
field.
got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Stafford here.
And that's picked off, Eddie Jackson. Let's go.
And a big turnover there as his
Stafford just challenges Eddie Jackson down the middle. What are you doing?
defense was hoping for an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He's got a man.
There's Komet.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 30 yards there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this will be a Bears first.
Alshon's banged up.
Up to the 45-yard line. And Jeffrey may be in some pain. It appears so. He's still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be... made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
Oh, yeah, good job. First down, Chicago.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen.
Some speed up there, Tariq Cohen.
They're inside the 25. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right.
And that's going to be a catch by Allen Robinson. Fields faking the run in, taking a couple steps back, and launching there.
The grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way.
What a play there
Lead again.
with Jefferson on Herndon.
A little bit, and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Akers. Akers.
Oh, he put it on the ground. I think he was down anyway. But as Madden's going to do, that's not going to be challenged. Because the AI doesn't recognize that. But that was definitely, it should be like 3rd and 1.
People are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, And they'll spot it right at the 20. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the
Ooh,
dramatics.
Joseph Day is banged up. Looks like something serious there.
It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do
Holding on us.
down. Let's check in with our referee.
James Daniels.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And this will be caught by Mooney. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous.
Blitz left, blitz left. Alert.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good thing Fields can actually run.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it.
Yeah, throw that to Allen Robinson there.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They run. This is Cohen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice.
We got one-on-one.
Defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Overthrew Allen Robinson.
The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there, pushes this to 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but
I mean,
not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th
it's
down.
a spot where only he can make the play, but
It's right down
just
the
a
middle.
little bit too
And
far,
it's 3-0.
Fields.
The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to at my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't.
There's Tonga.
Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good.
If you can have a successful year like last year.
Being who you are, and this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. On 2nd and 2, Stafford.
Tonga with the pressure.
Line incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run this with Akers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Pass. Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point
Good
game.
man coverage here.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a run with Akers.
Damn.
And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
Great play by Sanborn.
Getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Bears' 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here.
Oh, wow. Getting in there, Nichols. Great play.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be...
And he missed it.
Maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make...
And look at this. They get
Throw on him a sack.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
It's just
2nd year, as you noted, on the job training.
bad decision.
So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bears' 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
And that's knocked away by Mack.
Tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, what kind of block was... Okay.
And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Stafford.
Oh, wow.
Tried set up the screen. It's
Another
complete.
screen. That was a great screen
A
there.
couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost.
And that's out of bounds with the hits.
Extra plays, harder to move it. Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
16.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Ah, we couldn't work upfield.
Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30-yard.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire.
What a play!
And it's complete.
Good throw.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent
1st down.
and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure.
We're not going to take that hit.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flushed out right.
So do I.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And it's caught. And
Come on, Cohen. Put the ball across the plane.
from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3, put that on the board, and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they love the score to win.
What is Stafford
Throw
doing
over
there?
The middle, taken in. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there, but he ends up dumping it off, and it ended up as a negative yardage play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Okay, Lee. This is your kind of your debut at middle linebacker.
Big play coming.
And you got to do something.
He's back to throw.
Nope.
They got a man. It's Woods.
Woods has that. Even though we're in a 2 deep or a 3 deep zone, we got beat.
Robert Woods, 76 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Out is the kickoff unit as they
All right.
send this one away.
It has to be a touchdown. We're 4 down territory. This is where we like to be.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Of course.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back.
What a bad angle.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
To grab Cohen, what a bad angle there.
17 yards and moves the sticks.
Mahomes loses to the rookie.
First down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll look to throw.
You gotta be kidding me.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. On play action, they'll throw. And this is
Let's go.
at the 8. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after
Throw it away.
the pressure on them.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
This is not the play I wanted.
Play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not
Let's
trying
take a timeout.
to get into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
And there it is, Justin Fields!
Touchdown.
Scrambling away.
In the final minute of the
Let's go.
Wow. Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point.
That's running away from Leonard Floyd.
Give him credit for making it happen.
Floyd came off the edge. We saw it. Or Lewis came off the edge. We saw it. Then we ran away over to Borum, who got beat in the outside with the speed of Justin Fields.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by a field goal, 24 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stafford now to throw.
Keep him in bounds. Okay, he's got to take a timeout.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now Stafford.
Stafford had to get rid of that ball.
Complete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Stafford. Now a
And that is a short throw. And it's going to be knocked out of his hands. And that'll end your game.
Final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bears, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Not the greatest of games, but Fields comes through with a touchdown. Does throw 2 interceptions. Stafford has a touchdown interception. Akers, 71 yards. Montgomery had 90. Cohen had 49. A touchdown by Akers and Fields. Fields had 58. Woods had 125. Allen Robinson with 75 and a touchdown. Woods also had a touchdown. drops, 2 by Cup, 1 by Higbee, and 1 by Akers. Sanborn played pretty well. Eddie Jackson up in the box a lot with 2 tackles for loss. Half sacks shared by Floyd and Donald. Interception by Jalen Ramsey, Tyler Rapp, and Eddie Jackson. Pretty decent there. James Daniels gets an upgrade. Let's see what he could use. Some run blocking. So power. Okay. Tariq Cohen. We're just going to keep on doing receiving back here. 26, Alshon Jeffrey. Change direction, release, catching traffic. That's the biggest thing we wanted, catching traffic. Jeff Smith. Okay, catching. And Iggy. Field general upgrade. It's a decent one there. Block shedding, 2 to zone, 1 to man. Okay, Cowboys. Look at the Cowboys roster preview here. They made some changes after Dak left. So Spencer Rattler, the rookie out of Oklahoma, is the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Looks pretty decent. This seems to be another issue with people and throwing power. So let's give them like up to 90. Seems like a lot of the user-created draft classes have this issue where they can't, the AI can't push the ball downfield. Zeke, Pollard, Jeremiah Hall, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Colin Johnson, Simi Fa'oko, Blake Jarwin, Dalton Schultz, Tyron Smith, Josh Ball, Matt Farnook, Landon Dickerson, Zach Martin, Leo Collins, DeMarcus Lawrence, Ronnie Perkins, Chauncey Goldson, Jalen Holmes, Jonathan Hankins, Neville Gallimore, Micah Parsons, Terrell Basham, Lane Vander Esch, Jabril Cox, Jalen Smith, Tevin Diggs, Kelvin Joseph, Jordan Lewis, DeMonte Casey, Reggie Robinson, Keanu Neal, Donovan Wilson, Greg Zuerlein, and Bradley Pinion. So again, we're facing the long arm of the law, the Dallas Cowboys. And everyone but the Vikings won in the division there. So that's a crazy thing to see. The Vikings and, well, week 2 against the Dallas Cowboys. Thank y'all for joining me. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Later, guys.